Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jade Cargill is feuding with Naomi and has also expressed frustration with Bianca Belair. However, she is still on the same page with NXT superstar Jade Cargill. On social media, Cargill sent a one-word message to Parker. The Storm will return to in-ring action on tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown. She will face Liv Morgan in a singles match after being interrupted by Morgan and her tag team partner Raquel Rodriguez during an interview on last week's SmackDown on Instagram. Cargill reacted to Parker's photo, commenting with a one-word message. Check out a screen grab of Cargill's Instagram comment. Teddy Long has suggested that the reports of Jade Cargill having backstage heat could be true. The former SmackDown general manager is convinced the 32-year-old is right about Cargill's backstage heat. Speaking on the Wrestling Time Machine on WrestleBinge, Long stated, "Since debuting in WWE, Cargill has mostly competed as a tag team wrestler. She is a two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion with Bianca Belair. The 32-year-old superstar has only competed in a handful of singles matches since signing with the WWE. Notably against Alpha Fire, Nia Jax, and Chelsea Green. WWE could be planning a potential singles match between Cargill and Naomi at WrestleMania 41. However, nothing has been announced or confirmed as of this moment. Jade Cargill's rise in professional wrestling has been meteoric. From her stunning debut in AEW to becoming one of the most dominant and intimidating forces in the ring, Jade has captivated audiences with her athleticism, charisma, and pure intensity. However, with her recent departure from AEW and rumored interest in WWE, fans have been speculating about her future and who she might target in a potential crossover. Jade Cargill sending a one-word message to a female WWE superstar is enough to spark wild speculation. While Bianca Belair and Naomi have both been names linked to Jade's rumored WWE interactions, Jade's recent social media activity has revealed something far more intriguing. Rather than sending her cryptic messages to the two heavyweights of WWE's women's division, Jade Cargill's one-word message was directed at a different female WWE superstar entirely. So, who did Jade choose? And what is the significance of the one-word message? Could this mark the beginning of a new rivalry or a tag team partnership? What could this message mean for the future of WWE and AEW in the broader landscape of professional wrestling? The message, simple in its form, appeared on Jade Cargill's Twitter account one evening. Ready. There was no context provided, no further explanation. Just the word ready standing alone like a battle cry, igniting the imaginations of wrestling fans everywhere. The wrestling world immediately erupted. Speculation ran wild. Ready could mean anything. It could be a challenge, a declaration, or an invitation. The absence of any accompanying text or hashtags left many to wonder about its intended recipient and its underlying meaning. For many, it was clear. Jade Cargill was making a statement, but what was she ready for? The target. Though Bianca Belair and Naomi were obvious candidates given their status as the top women in WWE, they weren't the ones who received Jade's one-word message. Instead, fans quickly realized that the recipient of this cryptic message was none other than Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, the 13-time WWE Women's Champion, has been one of the most dominant figures in WWE's women's division for years. Her name is synonymous with championship gold, and her pedigree as a member of the legendary Flair family ensures that she is always at the top of the conversation. With Jade Cargill's rise to prominence in AEW, comparisons between the two superstars were inevitable. Both women are towering figures in the women's wrestling world, with incredible athleticism, strength, and presence. Jade's message of ready could have been a direct challenge to Charlotte Flair. But why Charlotte? Why not Bianca or Naomi, the current flag bearers of WWE's women's division? The answer might lie in the nature of professional wrestling itself. The rivalry with Charlotte Flair. A rivalry between Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair would be nothing short of electrifying. Both women have shown that they are capable of transcending the traditional boundaries of women's wrestling, pushing the limits of athleticism and intensity. Their styles, though similar in some aspects, differ in ways that would create a compelling contrast. Jade Cargill's imposing physique and relentless nature make her a force to be reckoned with. She is a powerhouse in the ring, using her strength and power to dominate her opponents. On the other hand, Charlotte Flair's wrestling style incorporates both technical skill and athleticism, with a penchant for high-flying moves that belie her towering stature. Their clash would be a spectacle of raw strength, athleticism, and charisma, with both women vying to prove that they are the true face of the women's division. Jade's rise in AEW saw her assert dominance over virtually every woman in the company. She was unbeatable, holding the AEW TBS Championship for over a year, and became one of the top names in the company. However, her move to WWE and her cryptic challenge to Charlotte Flair could signal her desire to prove herself against the very best in the industry. On the other hand, Charlotte Flair, who has already cemented her legacy as one of the greatest women's wrestlers in history, might see Jade Cargill's challenge as an opportunity to further her dominance and remind the world why she is still the standard-bearer in WWE. Charlotte's competitive spirit and pride would make her a worthy adversary for Jade, and the build-up to such a feud would capture the imagination of fans worldwide. The significance of the one-word message. In the world of professional wrestling, brevity can often be just as impactful as an elaborate promo. A one-word message like "ready" could be Jade's way of cutting through the noise and directly sending a message to Charlotte Flair. She's prepared for the challenge and ready to make her mark in WWE. In addition, the simplicity of the message also speaks to Jade's persona. She has always been portrayed as a confident and no-nonsense competitor. Her undefeated streak in AEW was a testament to her dominance, and her one-word declaration echoes that same confidence. It's a declaration that she is not just entering WWE to participate but to conquer. For Charlotte Flair, this one-word message could be a call to arms. She is no stranger to challenges, but Jade Cargill represents something new, a woman who is just as dominant, if not more, in terms of physicality. The comparison between Charlotte and Jade has always been inevitable. Both women are genetically gifted and have the potential to dominate the women's wrestling scene for years to come. A rivalry between the two would not only elevate both women but also the entire division. The future of women's wrestling in WWE. If Jade Cargill does indeed set her sights on Charlotte Flair, it could signal the beginning of a new era for WWE's women's division. The feud would have the potential to transcend traditional women's wrestling storylines, moving into a territory where both women are regarded as equals in terms of athleticism, dominance, and appeal. Their rivalry would not be confined to the traditional women's match narrative, but could be elevated to the level of WWE's top-tier feuds, akin to the likes of Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar or The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Jade and Charlotte could be at the forefront of a revolution in women's wrestling, where the focus is no longer just on women competing with each other, but on women competing for supremacy in a division that is as important as the men's. A feud between the two could pave the way for future cross-promotional storylines, where WWE's women's division no longer feels like a secondary storyline, but a primary feature of the product. What comes next? With Jade Cargill's one-word message out in the world, all eyes are on WWE and what the future holds for her. Will she show up on Raw or SmackDown to confront Charlotte Flair? Will she make her WWE debut in a shocking turn of events, setting the stage for a rivalry that will captivate the wrestling world for months to come? The possibilities are endless. Jade's potential arrival in WWE could create a fresh wave of excitement and energy in the women's division. She has already proven that she can be a game-changer, and with the right storylines, her rivalry with Charlotte Flair could set a new benchmark for what women's wrestling can achieve. Fans are eager to see if Jade's one-word message will lead to something more substantial, perhaps the most high-profile feud of the year. As of now, the wrestling world waits in anticipation. Jade Cargill's "Ready" is a powerful message that will echo through WWE for a long time to come. Only time will tell if it's the beginning of a fierce rivalry, a collaboration, or just the first step in an exciting new chapter for both women and the entire professional wrestling industry. Whatever happens next, it's clear that the women's wrestling landscape will never be the same again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.